DAWA was founded in a long time ago, was acquired by the current management in 2004, and from then on they've been doing continuous improvement in the factory, into the systems. They've invested a lot in terms of the infrastructure and basically bringing the systems up to standard. So what we did is we started thinking about how we can move to take DAWA to another step. And it has been a continual process of evaluating different ERP systems, and it took us a while. It took us a while before we could settle on that. And then finally we came to, after reviewing a couple of them, we decided to go with SAP. We were starting with SAP Business One, and then looking at where DAWA is going and how the market is going, we decided to take a bolder risk. The management decided to go at it a little bit differently. We decided to take a big leap and to go into SAP all-in-one. And thus the decision was made in around September last year, in 2013. That was when the decision was made, okay, we are going to go with SAP all-in-one. And hence we started the project, and the project was named DAWA One, that uniting all the functions in DAWA Limited into one common system. As opposed to the previous system, SAP has brought a lot of improvement to us. For the first 1 week which we have started running, we have seen great improvement. I'll give you, for example, we did not have the level of integration that we are having right now. We could receive stock into the inventory system, and at that particular time, from the finance perspective, they would not know how much of stock value we are holding. We cannot tell the actual stock value that we are holding, and since they are operating as a silo, as an individual silo, now a single entry directly affects finance, and you can be able to tell that this entry, this is the much that it has costed us. So that integration is what we were looking for, and I'm glad to report that we have really achieved it. In the previous system, we used to do costing of our products, the ones that we have manufactured. It would take us about 2 weeks to come up with a costing for one production. Now in SAP it is being done online. Immediately a process has been completed and has been approved and signed off. The finance department and the costing department can tell the actual costs that have gone in there, be it the manpower, be it the electricity, the utilities, everything, all overheads can be told in a few transactions. While in the previous system it was done all manual, and it would take a very long time really to do it. In terms of accessibility, our previous system was only accessible internally, and if it was to be accessed externally, it would be a little bit insecure. Internal access was also not very auditable, because you could be able to copy someone else's password, and we could not audit from who did which particular transactions. There was also a lot of inconsistencies with the data. So what happens is, when SAP comes in, we have adopted a user-based access system, where each user is given an individual password and individual username that are unique, and they get to set them before they start using the system. The responsibility of that username and password is yours. Whatever you do with that system, we will hold it accountable to you, and hence all transactions now henceforth have been tracked. I can tell to the finest granular level what transaction that each user has done, and when they did it, from which terminal they used it at. The other part, that advantage that SAP has brought us to us, is mobility. And with the implementation of the mobility solutions, we are going to be able to access the interface from our mobile devices, as well as securely from outside, and be able to transact. So that has brought a lot of improvement. Now one other advantage it has brought about is integration with our mailing system. We have our purchase managers, our production managers, and our maintenance managers. These people move a lot, and they're not able to get communication to them as quickly. So with workflows and alerts to their email system, they are alerted onto their phones, and they can call to the departments and dispatch some resources to handle some problems. That has brought quite some improvement, especially. And we actually, within the last few days, we've seen quite some improvement in terms of maintenance and work in our environment.